Welcome everyone, and welcome to another Division video. Now today's video is going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be my max skill haste DPS build in the 29 bracket. Now I just want to make something clear. You know, I've had a few people asking me, you know, will this be the only content I'm doing? And the answer is no. You know, I'm going to be still be doing all different types of content. You know, just for me at the moment, you know, I'm at the end game. You know, things can get a bit monotonous, so it's a brand new challenge and I love it. You know, the balanced PvP, all the gold sets. I've always loved gold, and the 29 bracket at the minute is brilliant, and I really do like it. But I know there's still people coming into the game, and you might have just ended up coming into the end of the game, so you know you're looking to get the classified gear sets. So not to worry, I'm still gonna be doing build videos and guide videos. You know, I still hop in. I still like to play skirmish and last stand. So yeah, I just thought I'd clear that up. But regards to the video, you know, as I say, it's something completely different that I've not done. And you know, if you guys want to see more 29, you know, build videos, just let me know in the comments. You know, it can be tough. You know, it can be tough coming into the 29 bracket. Without advice, I wouldn't know what to put together. So I've been farming all weekend and I've been streaming, and I finally got a build together that I really like. So hopefully it'll put yous on the right path if you're coming into the bracket 29. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So this is the build that I'm running at the minute. Now don't get me wrong, there's probably some of you watching have probably got a better, you know, more optimized build than what I have. This is literally, you know, bought from the vendor or farmed in the DZ. You know, there's nothing special. You know, it's all unoptimized. But yeah, I'm running just under 2k firearms. I'm running 154 toughness and then 56k skill power. Now it's the build itself. There's a few things that I might change in it, and I'm hoping to get your guys' opinion, you know, to see what will be good and what will fit in. But at the moment I'm running my AUG. You know, that's one thing about this bracket. You know, for me, you know, the house is a great gun, but it's sort of killed off all the other good, you know, SMGs, and the AUG being one of my favorites, it's really brought the love of the AUG back for me. So yeah, that's one bonus for me in the 29 bracket. But yeah, I'm running I got a really nice AUG in the DZ. I've got Unforgiven, Deadly and Responsive. Now, you know, it's nice that you can unlock Unforgiven, you know, as being a main slot. Usually you have to put it at the bottom, but you know, within this bracket you can get it as a main slot. My secondary, I've got a lightweight M4, Deadly, Unforgiven, Responsive. That's another nice gun that I picked up in the DZ. And I literally just got these over the weekend. You know, I've not done any major farming. You know, I've been PvPing a lot, so they're the two guns that I'm proud of picking up out the DZ. The mods basically are just what I usually run. I'm running all the crit damage mods. They can be hard to find, you know, but like I say, check out the Division app. You know, the mods are pretty similar to what's on that app. You know, just obviously lowered in gear score. So check out the gold pieces on there. That's what I did, and I went round the vendors and picked up a few weapon attachments. Now on the chest is something that, you know, I might change because I'm running vigorous at the minute, and a lot of people, you know, might say it, you know, with my skill power, because I'm using booster shot, it doesn't really give me a full overheal. But the way I play, my play style, is I booster shot before I go into combat or before I fight, you know, players or NPCs. So it works out nice for me. And also in the stream over the weekend, you know, it kept me alive because I'm using my box. You know, I was getting the overheal with the vigorous. But I might change it to rapid. You know, the rapid chest is really strong in this 29 bracket. You know, so they're two chests that you want to be looking out for, and choose which one, you know, is suitable for you. But on the vigorous, I've got health, I've got skill haste, and then I'd like ammo capacity, but at the minute I've got increased kill XP. Now the mods across the build are all going to be skill haste mods. I think I've got one electronics and the rest are firearms, but I will show you as we go through. Now onto the backpack. I am using a specialized backpack. You know, this has been one of the best backpacks in the game all the way through. Such a good backpack. You know, it gives you the increased skill power depending on your firearms and stamina. That's on electronics, and I've got a health roll on that with ammo capacity. And then I've got the first aid self-heal mods. Now, they were on sale last week in one of the safe houses. I think there is some on sale, you know, again now, so go ahead, go and pick them up, because, you know, they are vital within this build. And then another firearms mod, skill haste. Over to me mask. You know, I'm running refreshed. You know, refreshed really good. What I wouldn't use refreshed in the end game in the 30 bracket, because with the pred and the gear sets, you know, you die so fast in the 30 bracket that refreshed, you can never really hit it. You can never really hit your med kit or your heal in the last segments. You know, it's so hard because the pred bleed's so OP. But in this bracket, you know, it really brings this mask alive again. So yeah, that's what I use, with 3% crit chance rolled onto stamina. Over to the gloves. You know, luckily, you know, I had a good friend who dropped these for me, but these were hard to come by. But I'm using Savage with SMG damage, skill haste, and critical hit damage. Now, if your main gun is an assault rifle, I'd recommend obviously having the assault rifle damage on the gloves, but I'd also recommend swapping the crit hit damage to crit chance. That's just my personal preference. I prefer to have a lot of crit chance on assault rifles, and the hit damage, the critical hit damage, I prefer to have that on the SMGs. But yeah, that's my gloves. I'm pretty happy with them, and they're rolled onto firearms. Now the knee pads, I don't think the talent really matters, because there's not many good pairs of gold knee pads. But the ones I'm using, they've got stamina on. I've got health, blind, bleed, and disorient. I'd like to have like shock, because there is people using shock turrets, but not many. You know, I've not come across many shock turrets as of yet, but it's always something nice to have on the knee pads. Now this is the electronics. I have one. Everything else is firearms skill haste, and this is the one piece I have electronic skill haste on, and then also a self heal mod. And then finally onto the holster. Now, I'm using a recovered holster. There's no particular reason, you know, it's just the best holster I could get. The nimble holster is still very good. You know, it did take a nerf, but it is very good, you know, after completing cover to cover. You know, it heals you basically over a certain amount of time. So it is still in against NPCs and stuff like that in the DZ. It's still a good holster to have. But yeah, this is the holster I'm running. It's got skill haste on, and then with a self heal mod. So yeah, that's just like you know, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm no expert of the 29 bracket yet. I'm still learning, and this build isn't optimized, but I've really held my own, you know, in the DZ over the weekend, and this build is fantastic. Now the AUG, it's got 33% crit chance, and I've got 104 critical hit damage. You know, for me that really hits hard, the AUG. I don't know, I can't say much about the AUG, because, you know, I think everyone should know how good that weapon is. Now going over to me skills, I'm using the booster shot. See, as you can see, my actual self heal's not very high, but the way I play, I always booster shot when I'm at full heal, and then, you know, go into combat. So I might play around with the rapid chest and see how it works, because I know the rapid chest is very, very strong. But obviously I won't be granted with any overheals. So yeah, I'll see what happens with that one, but that's how I run it, and that's how it's working for me. It's got 27.6 on the cooldown, and then, you know, a lot of people might ask me why I'm running the ammo cache, especially in PvP. Well, it's working out really good in the 29 bracket. You know, there's no pred bleeds or anything like that, so, you know, it gives me the option to run this, and plus the ammo cache is what gets me to max skill haste. You know, I think it's around 15% skill haste that it gives you. So yeah, it's a really nice station, you know, for what I need. And that's got a cooldown of just under 20 seconds. Now the talents I'm running, this is if I'm running solo in the DZ. I run on the move, you know, kill a hostile or an enemy, and it reduces the damage. I'm running precision because, as you can see, I'm running booster shot and a support station, so I haven't got a pulse. But if I was running a pulse, I'd swap that out, you know, I'd swap it for something else. Critical save, as always, on every single build, and you can really utilize critical save, you know, more in the 29 bracket, just because of the fact that the fights, I wouldn't say they're a little bit slower, but they're a little bit more tactical, and you can really watch your health bar, so you can always hit the critical save when you're in the last health segment. You know, there's no pred bleeds or anything like that that are gonna just wipe you totally, so it's a lot easier to hit that critical save. And then I'm running strike back. You know, reach low health and it reduces me cooldowns by a further 20%. You know, that's perfect for my hybrid build. Now if I was in a squad, I would run combat medic. I'd probably, you know, switch out precision because there'd be someone in the squad running a pulse. But yeah, they're the talents that I'm using at the moment, and they're all working very nicely for me. Now I'll just show you what I mean by the skill haste. So as you can see, I'm at 36% on the skill haste, and then I get an extra 15% off me ammo box, so you know that puts me above the actual 50%, which is really nice. But still, even at the 36%, I've run this build with a pulse, and the cooldowns, you know, even without the ammo box, you know, I think they're the actual cooldowns there, so you know, them cooldowns are still brilliant even, you know, without the box. Like 19.8 seconds, that's really quick for a support station. But yeah, that's it guys, that's the build I'm running at the minute. You know, I've just got it over the weekend, so I will optimize it and I will tweak it. Regards to the vigorous and rapid, if someone could, you know, maybe give me their opinion on what they think, I'll appreciate it. But yeah, enjoy, and as I say, I'll still be doing content, you know, for the end game, for the 30 bracket. I've got a couple more builds coming up, maybe a few skirmish runs, and this is just a different approach on PvP. And if you are heading to the 29 bracket, you know, get in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to play with you. And until next time guys, I'll speak to you later.